communicate. We living in a small world, smaller than you.
Well, the song Small World started out really as a riff that eventually got changed, but the chord progression itself remained the same. So it was just an idea that I had a long time before it was used. I think the entire progression was actually already developed. There just wasn't a lot of melody right away. Well, I remember when the backtracks were recorded, Jay did it, of course. You know, he had a demo or something from me. It may have been another video cassette that I had sent him. And so I came home that day and he's like, I'm done, you know, check this out, you know. So I came down and put the headphones on, and immediately I'm like, that's too fast. This is too fast. And lo and behold, he knew what he was doing, and I never would have had it another way. But originally, Small World had a slightly slower tempo, maybe a little more mid-range, but he took it and he saw something with it, felt something with it, and sped it up a little bit, and the song smokes. You know, it moves pretty good for this style of song. The lyrics were really the last thing to be finished. I remember writing it in pieces. Like I'd have a line, and then I'd have another line, and you know, and then I've got stuck on the first verse, and I knew what I wanted to say, but I'm not really a wordsmith. The words aren't up here. The idea is here. The feeling is here. The emotion is here. But to put it in the right words sometimes takes some time. It takes some research even nowadays, where I do use thesaurus sometimes and things like that, because I need to. Because if I don't, all my songs are going to be C Dick run, C spot. You know, it's not going to be good. So, but I was at this line. I'm like, it's the first verse, and I'm like, call it what you want. It's like, what is it that I'm trying to say here? You know, I remember sitting in Denver with Jay, you know, at another time, and I'm like, what is it that I'm trying to say here? And he's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, you know, and it finally came to me. I mean, I knew it was a word. I knew it was a shun word. I knew it. I knew it was Tion. I just couldn't find it. And finally, you know, the word suffocation came to me, and it's like, that's it. It was like just a eureka moment, you know. I think Jay would agree too. Occasionally, you come up with, it's like, I wish I would have wrote that differently, you know. And the second verse of Small World, I'm not entirely impressed with. I think I rushed it. I feel rushed to finish a song, and it's also because of procrastination. You know, it's like, it'll come to me. I'm going out to Denver to record it. Not a big deal. I'll figure it out. And I think that's what happened with the last verse, and it just didn't come out right. And you know, I actually rewrote it in my head here recently, and I really like what I came up with. It said more without saying as much. Pretty much the same, just changing a couple of words. Sometimes songs are obvious as to what they're about, you know. Therapeutic in Mexico, it's pretty clear what those songs are about. I think it's pretty clear in Small World too, but I don't always want to tell people what a song is supposed to mean, because that is the art and the beauty of writing and recording your own music. Is that song can mean something completely different to somebody else, and that's cool. That's the ultimate thing as a musical artist. And so I like to kind of let Small World speak for itself. I think you know, it's a song that could have different meanings to other people. I think you can tell there's a story in there. You can almost tell that there's two different people narrating the you know, from two different points of view at times during the song. I think it's good to go ahead and figure it out yourself.